is good, YouTube? Today is June 9th. It's 9:30. Um let's get into today's trade recap. I'm just gonna start from the higher time frame. I really like breaking down what I saw today. Um so let's just get started. Obviously we have this 4 hour gap from Friday at 9 a.m. We have this 4 hour bearish gap, and this is a gap that we saw hold yesterday that we took shorts out of. But today, as you can see, coming into market open, we were trending higher into almost inversing this gap. Let me just put this on the 4 hour time frame though for y'all. So as you can see, we're trending higher, lethargically pushing through this 4 hour gap, potentially going to disrespect it, potentially showing a change in state from bearish order flow to bullish order flow. And that's something I'm seeing coming into market. We go down to the 1 hour, and it's essentially the same thing, where on the 1 hour time frame we have this gap right here, I believe. Yep. At 10 a.m. this Friday. Yep. No, not this one. It's actually this one. Yeah, this is the one I was looking at. So right here we have this 1 hour bearish gap that we see we tagged into twice. Once right here, and we respected it, and we continue lower, and then twice right here. Obviously, okay, this is at 9 a.m. but if we go back to 8 a.m., we can see that we are still trending higher, like I said. We go down to the 30-minute, and we're essentially once again seeing the same thing. Let me get this off the 1 minute. Okay, we can delete these as well. Right, and then I believe there was a 30-minute gap here as well. And then as we can see, we have this 30-minute bearish gap as well. And so coming into market, whoa. Off the open, I think I wanted shorts. I think it kind of resembled yesterday's play where we had a early Judas-like reaction. And I believe, yeah. So we swept out these highs at 8:30. We swept out this high at 8:30 like a money sweep, right? We tagged into this 30-minute gap that was unmitigated, and off the open, I believe there was a 1 minute gap. Yeah, we had this 1 minute gap right here that I really wanted to see flip, and we flipped it. But what's the reason I didn't? I don't know why, but live trading, I didn't take it. I think it would have just been a little bit too early, but I really wanted this Judas. Tomorrow, if we get this play, I might take it. Okay, here's the reason why. It inversed the gap too quickly, and the RR on the trade would have just been really bad. Potentially going from a 1 to 2, or almost a 1 to 3 to a 1 to 1 with a bad entry. But this is the play that I wanted to see coming into market, or this is the play that I wanted off the open, I should say, off this 8:30 open. And we see that it runs, but at this point in time, we didn't really have any higher time frame gaps other than the 30-minute and 1 hour, 4 hour gaps. So I was just sitting on my hands. And right here, I believe we put in a SMT with ES, and I just really wanted to see, was there an SMT? Yes. No, there wasn't. Okay, I'm just lying. You wanna know what happened? We ended up displacing lower, and right here we had this 1 minute bearish gap, this 1 minute bullish gap, and I wanted shorts off this pop back, and I just couldn't get in off this 1 minute gap right here. And then obviously we have this 1 hour, you have this 1 minute bullish gap right here. So I wanted shorts off this original inverse because I really wanted shorts. We have these lows right here. We have this sell side right here, and we're potentially targeting this London. And at this London, there's a 4-hour bullish gap, right? And this would have been the play if I could have gotten in, but and it's just such good RR. And I do believe there was an SMT. I'm just not trying to look for it right now, but this would have been the perfect play. And it did end up running. I just couldn't get this optimal entry, and so I settled. And I've talked about this in my previous videos about me settling for trades when I missed my first one. But right here, I did get in a little bit late because I thought we would have just continued to run. I thought we were going to inverse this 1 minute bullish gap right here. But we just failed to do that. We failed to do that, and we end up respecting it, and we end up popping up higher. And so right here, I was like, okay, we might be bullish, but in order for us to be bullish, as we can see, we have this 30-minute gap right here, right? On the 1 hour, we have this 1 hour gap right here, right? On the 4 hour, we have our 4 hour gap. But for us to be bullish, I really wanted to see us inverse all three of them. And at this point in time, this was 8:45, and we see that we're displacing higher. At this point in time, I believe we started to create a 15-minute gap, and what I wanted to see was this 15-minute gap hold. And while this 15-minute gap is holding, I also want to see us close above all three bearish gaps before 10 a.m. right? If we can do that, I will be bullish, but we just failed to do that, and we end up displacing lower. And so right here, I was like, this is too optimal. This is too good of a play to not take, especially since I've been bearish the whole day. As you can see, we have a lot of 1 minute gaps, right, that we can take. We have a gap here, we have a gap here, we have a gap here, and we also have this gap here. And this is just personal, but I really don't like taking the highest gap inversion off the leg, just due to the fact that it can be a manipulation, and we end up popping back up. So that's the reason I didn't take any of these first gaps. Let me turn on my as you can see, yeah, we have this 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 different gaps we could have taken the inverse off of, but I really don't like taking that first initial leg. But after I saw that we were so bearish, or after I saw the displacement, and once again we come back to the 30-minute, we get this nice rejection wick. Let me show y'all real quick. We get this nice rejection wick respecting our 30-minute, falling right back into our 1 hour, and same with the 4 hour. And it's like, this is too good to not take shorts off of. And so I target out this 1 minute bullish gap, and I take my entry off of it. I have my stops above the gap just because there's no need to have, in my opinion, there's no need to have your stop 57 points away, especially when we've already shown that we're displacing heavily through the previous gaps higher. So if this really wants to run, and if it's going to hold, we shouldn't see this gap inverse. I take entry, right? I'm looking at, let me delete this one. I'm looking at my CISD, my change in state right here. We have break-even points right here. We're targeting this low, potentially this low, and we are targeting this London low once again. Right here, you can go break even here or here. It's really up to personal preference. I'd probably go break even at the change in state, to be honest, but I have my break evens at these equal lows. I take my entry, and we just see it run. It just runs. We took out the low, and we are still dumping as we, wow. I did not see that. We are dumping as we speak. But yeah, it's like market has just been so obvious recently. Back-to-back winning days. Once again, I'm not going to speak too much, but the D Wade, where my hot hand right now, you got to feed me. I'm liking how I'm moving. I'm liking how market has been moving. It's a new year. If you know, you know. But just gotta stay in process. Just gotta keep the consistency. And once again, for transparency, I did end up passing one account. Halfway through passing another account. So tomorrow we're gonna start on our funded. Or actually, I didn't pass it. I'm a little bit higher than the consistency. But tomorrow we just need like a $200 day, and then we'll be funded. I'll probably take 2 bids tomorrow, and yeah, just getting back to where I'm supposed to be at. Like I've been saying, it's been a long time, but I feel like June is my rebirth, I guess I should say. I hope y'all boys caught a dub. Why not us? Keep grinding, stay motivated. All glory to God, man. He's the best.